Hi everyone. My name is Ivy Macabenta, and today I will be reporting on presentation media based on the materials from our module on the development of print and radio communication materials. But before we delve into our discussion, let's first define what is presentation media. So it is a visual and auditory communication tool that is used to convey information, ideas, or messages to an audience. And in the field of development communication, selecting the right medium is a very critical step in ensuring that our messages are received by our audiences. And today, I am very excited to share with you 13 media types and their respective strengths and weaknesses. So let's first start with some of the more traditional one. We have pictures, illustrations, slides, and transparencies. So these items are very common. Their main advantage is that they show varying degrees of realism. They can be presented in a series for procedures or related ideas. And they can also be accompanied by soundtrack. However, their primary disadvantage is that they may not be effective to a very large audiences as the visuals may not be easily seen by everyone. Next, we have posters and billboards. So the effectiveness of these two relies heavily on their location. They are usually placed in high traffic areas such as roadsides, transport hubs, or commercial districts to ensure maximum visibility and exposure to those going about their day. They are used to make announcement and create awareness. They are also used outdoors. And lastly, one of the strongest benefit of posters and billboards is that they are high visibility. Just like what I've mentioned earlier, their ability to capture the attention of everyone because of their size. The only downside is that if they aren't designed to be eye-catching, they can be easily ignored. Next, we have bulletin board displays and exhibits. Similarly, they are useful because they can combine different visual media. They can also be used to present various elements of a concept. However, they can be quite costly and time consuming to produce and to set up. Moving on to some simple yet effective visual aids, we have flip charts and flannel graph. So, flip charts is a large pad of paper, usually on a tripod or stand. Flannel graph, on the other hand, are cutouts on a felted board that can be used for storytelling. So these are used to present steps in a sequence or element of a complex context. They are also portable, meaning they can be moved easily and can use in various locations. However, the main drawback is that they can be bulky to transport and not suitable for large audiences, as individuals in the back may not see the display clearly. Next, we have graph and charts. So these two both convey data. Graph highlights relationship and patterns, whereas charts focus on categorizing information. These two are used to show relationship and trends, and they can be used with or without projector. However, the key consideration here is that if there are too many graph or too many charts, it can be confusing and complicated. Next, we have the good old chalkboards and whiteboards. They are very simple. It is perfect for on-the-fly discussion, which emphasize our key points. But again, these are very bulky and depending on the presenter's handwriting and it can be unreadable to our audiences. And lastly, it have limited space, which limit the amount of content that can be displayed all at once. So now let's talk about media that relies on sound and performance. We have first radio. It is proven to be very effective for changing attitudes of rural audiences. It has high reach and high frequency. High reach because it's everywhere, literally everywhere in our cars, offices, homes, gyms, or even stores. You can also take advantage of high frequency airing to reinforce your message. However, the challenge are it must be tuned into listeners' routine to be heard. There are also potential background noises and the fragmented audiences. As we all know, there are so many radio stations nowadays. And lastly, it has a short lifespan that needs multiple exposures. Next, we have audio cassettes. Though these are less common now, they still have distinct advantages, such as they give the audience great control over the medium, meaning because of its record function, people has more power to choose how they interact with the content. And it is also portable and can be passed around. But their availability in today's world may be a problem. Also, it can easily be damaged because of regular usage. Next, we have drama. So, in development communication, creative and performance based media is very powerful. So, drama, for instance, can elicit participation of the audience to be more effective. It is also empathetic, engaging, and creative or create creative expression. As we all know, drama taps our different senses, so it makes learning experience more impactful. However, some disadvantages is that a crucial step is careful pretesting to ensure that message is correctly interpreted. Aside from this, it is also time intensive and resource dependent as it requires long preparation from making the script to rehearsals. Also, it requires costumes, props, backdraft, and big spaces. And lastly, it has limited applicability, as drama is effective in various subjects such as history, literature, and social science. It may not be suitable for technical subjects. Next, we have puppetry. So, puppetry is another fantastic tool. It uses drama with puppets to bring message across. Animals and inanimate objects can be brought to life, and it can also enhance understanding and reinforce attitude. The main challenge with puppetry, however, is that the production itself can be time consuming, costly, and also have creative limitation. Next, we have demonstration. So for teaching practical skills, nothing beats a demonstration. It's a straightforward way of teaching skills. It is simple to comprehend, promote retentions, and recall. The only catch is that all the necessary resources must be perfectly ready for the demonstration to be successful. Next, we have sound slide set. It presents facts, drama, or procedures through visual accompanied by sound. The only disadvantage is that there are there is the need for specialized equipment, which makes it an expensive option to produce. Lastly, we have the more advanced audiovisual communication or audiovisual media, which is video programs, motion pictures, and television. Their biggest advantage is that they have the ability to show moving visuals and present events realistically. They can be played back. They can be used for a very large audiences. However, the main disadvantage is that they are very expensive to produce. And that's the end of my discussion. Remember that each media that I have discussed earlier has its own characteristics, function, and importance. And here are some references to make this report fruitful. Hope you were able to learn something from me and from my discussion. Again, thank you everyone for watching. Once again, this is Ivy Macabenta reporting from Section C. Have a great day, everyone.